Hey guys, welcome back. It's Sarah from the Frugal Bear and Bear Made Crafts. Today we're going to make bath bomb cauldrons, and they are Love Spell and scented also in Love Spell. I'm using Dean Wilson's recipe for his bath bombs, and he freely gives his recipe. This is the one without Epsom salt. So we have in here, we have 600 grams of baking soda and 20 grams of kaolin clay. Sift that. We're going to do this in 2 colors. We're going to get everything mixed and then separate. Okay. That one. And then in this bowl we have our citric acid, which is 300 grams. Mix that. Okay. Mix all that in. I think we might make embeds later today too, because I need some purple. So I think that will be a video coming up as well. So that's mixed in, and now I have 30 grams of SLSA. I'm very careful with this. I'm very sensitive to it. So I'm not going to put a mask on because I wouldn't be able to talk to you. So I'm just going to carefully dump that in. Definitely not going to sift that one. And just gently kind of fold that in with our hands. And now I have already pre-mixed my wet liquids. I have in here, I have 15 grams of my fragrance, which is Love Spell. And I have 5 grams of Polysorbate 80, 10 grams of sweet almond oil, and I have about 10 grams of rubbing alcohol, and I also have just a squirt or 2 of glycerin. I like glycerin in my bombs. So I'm going to drizzle this in here, start mixing. Out. I like to do cauldron bombs year-round. They seem to do very well for me. I typically do about 5 different fragrances in them. I do Love Spell, obviously, which is scented in Love Spell. I do one called Voodoo, which is scented in Volcano. And then I do a Witch's Brew, and that is scented in, oddly enough, Kumquat. Kumquat happens to be one of my biggest sellers. I have a woman who, everything I make, she needs it in Kumquat. Perfumes, lotions, bath bombs, soaps, everything, you name it, she needs it in Kumquat. So, and then I do one called Goblin Spit, and that is scented in Sweet Pea. Yeah. So let's get this separated. Do about half. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then this one here, we're going to do in pink. And I am using Crafter's Choice Neon Pink Hot Pants mica powder. Always gives me a really nice pink. Make it a mess. Nothing new there. I think I've mentioned this before, I'm messy. My tripod is shaking quite a bit today, and I apologize. I'm trying a new camera, and it seems to shake a lot more. So we might have to go back to the old camera and not use this camera, but we'll see. Get that mixed in really well. Isn't that a beautiful color? Pretty pink. And our next color is going to be purple. And we're going to use Fluorescent Purple, and that's from Acic. I like the bright neons, and a lot of times neons are not safe for anything other than soap. But these two have both done me very well. Put that over there. I also have some red and blue embeds that are going to go into these. So here is our purple, Fluorescent Purple. See how that does. Oop, throwing it everywhere again. Just rubbing it through my hands to make sure we get all the color incorporated. Let's see, what else? I have these little glycerin soap hearts that I might pop on top of these. Not really sure yet, we'll see. We'll definitely need some glitter for the love spell, you know. And I'll probably just pop that on top of each. Okay, so a little dry. We'll add some rubbing alcohol, about 5 sprays. Get that mixed in. Oops, I'm really making a mess today. Pink. I really enjoy making the Cauldron Bombs because I don't have to make them perfect. They don't have to be pretty. They don't have to be anything. I just can do whatever I want. Pop a couple embeds in there. Put some more on top. And when I do the dual colors, I want both colors to show through the top. So just alternate colors, pack them down. I'll definitely tell you, the outsides look horrendous when I'm done. But once they're all dry and packed, I will then clean them up. I have a little special paintbrush, I guess, that I use to clean them up. I usually wait a day or two before I do that. Stick Stick our embeds in there. Just pop them down anywhere. Let's see, what else? I had something I was going to say, and it's gone. I don't remember. Well, let's see. I finally got 5 videos up on YouTube. Yay me. I'm up to 11 subscribers, so if you're watching this, help me out, subscribe. My son had freshman orientation today, so I'm home from work early. I dropped him off and picked him up, so we didn't have to send a lift bus for him. They never really seem to think about that kind of stuff until it's too late, and then they go, oh my gosh, now we need to find a driver for this bus. We're getting out of focus, and I don't know why. Hopefully it'll clear up. There we go. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to switch and go back to the old camera. I was just hoping that this would be... I have editing software right on this phone for editing the videos, and I just thought it would be so much nicer if I could just do everything from here. But so for this batch and this size cauldrons, I usually get 7 cauldrons out of here, and sometimes, I don't remember if I put embeds in that last one, but that's all right. Sometimes if I have extra, I just make what I call an ugly bomb, which is just in a mooncake press. I sell bags of ugly bombs, so like here's one here from another batch, and I just kind of collect them off to the side and throw them in a bag, and once I get 8 ounces minimum, I slap a label on it, just call it ugly bombs. Sometimes it's, oh, bath bomb broke in half or whatever. Sometimes it's just a bomb that just didn't sell very well, whatever. I pop them in a bag, call them ugly bombs. You have no control or no idea even what fragrance you get. Everything is in there naked. There's no fragrance listed anywhere on any of them. You get what you get. And people go crazy for that bag of ugly bombs. I don't know why. But it makes me happy. I don't have to, not stuck with these bombs. Not that I think I'd be stuck with them anyways, but it's just nice to know I have options. So then I started doing that with soap ends too. I throw them in a bag, and when I get to 8 ounces, I slap a label on, and it's just called odds and ends. And people get to try out different fragrances and try the soap out. But once again, nothing's labeled. Everything's in there naked. So I always tell people, if you have allergies to anything listed on any of my soaps, don't buy this, because there's nothing on there stating it's being used. But all the soaps are always for sale, so they can always check it out and see. Once again, can't be sure I put an embed in there, so let's just pop one in quick. definitely made a huge mess today. Let's put a little bit of purple on there. Slide it around. Da, 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 da. Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but my table was clean when I started this process. Not anymore. I'm going to give this another quick spray. It won't be too wet, but I need it a little wetter than this. So, yeah, that's what I have left in there. So we're just going to pop it in here. It's always a great way to use up, because like I said, it's just going into an odds and or an ugly bomb set, so I don't care how much it weighs. As long as at the end of the day that bag weighs a minimum of 8 ounces, it's all good in my book. There she is. Now we're going to take a little glitter. There we go. I'm going to lightly spray the top of those real quick. And then I have these little heart embeds that I had a heart, or have a heart column mold, and I just cut slices off of it one day, and so now I have these little hearts floating around everywhere. I forgot to put glitter on that one. There we go. Spray. Pop a heart down in there. And maybe we'll do a little bit more finer glitter. Top of the hearts. There we go. Here she is. And like I said, I will definitely clean these up in a day or two when they dry with a little brush before I package them up. So for now, they'll just get popped in this little tray with these other ones. Oh no! Not enough room. There we go. Voila! Cauldron Bombs. So now I'm going to clean up my mess and then make some embeds. See you later. Bye.